Dan Wilkinson.
So he's number 4. Tace is number 5. Tace number 5.
Tace goes.
Summer's got number 7.
Sorry, who's 7?
Summer. Saliba.
Number 17.
Number 21. He's out onto the team. He's number 21 now. Yeah, he's starting. What position? I think he's playing the flanks. Playing 6. Okay.
Do you want to grab me that and I'll just start?
Testing.
He's got the right number, Jordan.
He's got what number, sorry?
Jordan?
Yep.
He's starting, number 22.
Perfect. Test. Perfect.
Yeah, that one works.
ABC 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome to the Jewel Shield match of the round. The students, Melbourne Uni, hosting Endavour Hills at a very, very windy Parkfield this afternoon. I'm joined by Stan Giles, who's trying to get his microphone fixed at the moment. Beefy, our good friend, is away on holidays this week, so I'll be filling in for him. And there are a few changes to the team sheet that was uploaded to Rugby Victoria website yesterday. Endavour Hills only had 12 players in the warm-up, so they've been forced to call up a few second graders who will be feeling the pinch late in this match, no doubt. As McRae feeds Sean Ingle in the midfield, crashing it up. Stowers finds Keel, working it inside the 30-metre line. McRae goes short, finds Will Clift. Back to the open, Sean Ingles, beautiful short ball for Tuivai. Options left and right for McRae, goes left. Mitchener distributing it out to the left. 15 metres in from touch, they've hit the 22, McRae. Mitchener again at first receiver, finds Leota. McRae goes back down the short side through Freddie Keel. Big Tuivai feeds it out the back to Dewar in the midfield, crashing it up. McRae looking for the quick recycle, can't get it, but does get the penalty. 0-0. Very strong breeze. It's swirling to the left-hand side of the ground, so it's not going to favour one team in particular in this half at the moment. The breeze going away from the camera. In the lower grades today, Endavour Hills won on the bell to beat Melbourne Uni in third grade. In second grade, form was reversed, with Melbourne coming away with a very big victory over an undermanned Endavour Hills side. And of course, Endavour Hills First grade now looking to break their duck this season with the first win of the year. It'll be tough to do. Melbourne Uni at home on Ladies' Day here, so a bit of a crowd on this side of the field. You probably won't be able to see it from the camera angle you've got if you're tuning in from home. But a set piece inside the 22 here for Melbourne. Straight to Toy, looking for the maul, but it's brought down successfully. 10 metres out. McRae, Stowers, short ball to the captain, Samisi. McRae again goes open. Stowers finds Toy, cut out to the quick man. Sean Morris, keep an eye out for him today. Stowers feeds Sean Ingle in the middle of the field. Looking to go left here, McRae, if he can get quick pill. Mitchener goes the first receiver. Frederick Keel crashing it up to within 5. McRae. 2 passes into the middle, finds Leota. McRae has a little bit of a sneaky look before feeding it out the back. Samisi wrapped up well. And the Endavour Hills defence doing particularly well. Driven them back a couple of metres. Summer Malolo with a big hit there on Leota. McRae feeding Sean Ingle. And the South African trucks it up in the middle of the field. Comes to the short side. McRae with a cheeky little run finds Leota the prop. And here's Dewar getting involved in the action. McRae goes left. Tuavai. Keel with the fancy feet. Places and goes again himself. McRae goes down the short side, looks left. Mitchener crashing it up. And there goes Big Toy down the short side, trying to catch them napping. Results in a turnover there, so finally Endavour Hills get their hands on the ball for the first time today. And Pai Ila goes into half with a beautiful box kick. Doesn't find touch though, and a chance to counter-attack through Keel in the backfield.
Have a go! Have a go!
Links up with Shawnee Morris, the speedster. Shawnee Morris cuts through. Ooh, there's a slight knock on there from Endavour Hills, so Melbourne Uni will get another opportunity to attack from set piece. Starting lineups, I'll read through quickly for you now. Melbourne Uni, Leota, Josevic and Dewar make out the front row. Clifton Toy in the second row. Alex Odell, Sean Ingle and Tuavai at the back row. McRae and Stowers in the halves. Greg Samisi rather, is the captain and playing 12 today. His centre partner is Frederick Keel. The 2 wings are Luke Nonna and Sean Morris, and Mitchener at the back. Now, Endavour Hills 1 to 15. Taivai, Malolo and Saliva form out the front row. Tarsi is captain and second row, and his locking buddy is Avali today. Saliva, Mwanga and Austin Farmasili in the back row. Paila and Hasila are the 2 halves. Ulelata is on one wing. Tangilanu on the other. Tave and Kokavalu are the centres. And Farmanu Vomanau is the fullback. Now there have been some late changes as well, I've just been told, so we'll try to get them to you as they come across. A couple of late withdrawals from the side, which has made things a little bit difficult for Endavour Hills. I think a couple of injuries as well sustained in second grade, so it hasn't been a great day for the medics here out at for Endavour Hills, that's for sure. A few busted bodies walking around on the sidelines, despite a couple of crutches as well. So, as is expected this late in the season, quite a lot of injuries being picked up. And let's just hope they can keep 15 able bodies on the field today. And we are still trying to sort out those technical difficulties with Stan Giles' microphone, so hopefully he'll be joining the broadcast very shortly. Ladies' Day here at Melbourne Uni, and we're very lucky to have a Lindroth Cup game played beforehand as well on the main oval. Certainly very windy conditions hasn't kept the crowd away, most of them hiding up in the clubhouse it looks, so clubhouse is quite packed as they all try to keep themselves dry. McRae feeds the scrum, great shove here from Endavour Hills. Shawnee Morris looks down the short side, McRae goes open, Stowers, cut out to Keel. Looping past to Mitchener, and he is picked up and hit hard and forces the turnover. Referee calling a knock on here though to Endavour Hills, possibly in that tackle on Mitchener. So I've just been informed that Alvali, the second row for Endavour Hills, hasn't taken the field, and he's been replaced by Wilkinson in a late change. Summer Malolo, the Melbourne Rebels contracted player, who was down to start at hooker, has been shifted to number 7. And Saliva, the former Rebel, has moved from 6 to hooker. So 3 changes to the pack, which have all occurred in the last 10 minutes. McRae feeds. Stowers takes it to the line. Turnover by Samisi. Playing advantage here to Endavour Hills, and they'll look to clear from their 22 through Famanu Volmau. And he finds touch very well, using the wind, and takes play up to halfway. So winless this year, Endavour Hills. Despite starting the season quite well, Melbourne Uni, they 5 winless games in a row, but they broke that duck last week with a win over Footscray, so they're looking to back it up with another win here today on Ladies' Day. You can just see from that line out how much that wind is playing a factor in the game here today. Freddie Keel in the midfield, crashes it up, gets it over the halfway line. McRae goes open again. Mitchener, big shot there. Wow, Summer Malolo might be in trouble here. The ref has stopped play. Mitchener is still down as physios attend to him. And he's called time off here as he goes and consults his assistant referee. And this could be a yellow card. Well, it's good to see Mitchener seems to be all right, up on his haunches. Captain's been called out with Summer Malolo, and he's going to the pocket. Is it going to be yellow or red? Just the yellow. So, Endavour Hills down to 14 men as the Aussie under-20 rep takes a seat on the sideline in the sin bin. Tarsi just having a word to the referee there, being sent back to have a bit of a chat with his team, just to remind them of their obligations around the tackle contest area. And they go for the quick tap, shifting it to the open. Here comes Big Leota crashing it up. He gets the offload away, finds Freddie Keel. Shawnee Morris with the dancing feet. Shawnee Morris, the Englishman. There we go, 5-0, ladies and gents, as the Englishman, Sean Morris, opens the scoring for the students. And what quick thinking from fullback Mitchener, who took the quick tap. Of course, he was the one who was uplifted in the tackle. We're glad to see that he recovered well, showed some initiative with a quick tap, shifted it to the open side. Leota with the quick offload in contact, and that found Keel, who managed to get another offload away to Sean Morris, and he only needs the smallest of holes to exploit there, Shawnee Morris. and we find ourselves 5-0 up inside of the first 10 minutes. Now, of course, Shawnee Morris, ladies and gentlemen, played rugby league for Wakefield Trinity and London Broncos in the Super League. And the kick is unsuccessful from almost in front, holding up in the wind there. So scores remain 5-0. As Feamanu Voamu takes the kickoff. And he goes long to the right, finds McRae. McRae says, we're not going to play in our half of the field, and belts it long to the left. And Endavour Hills will have the line out about 38 metres out from the uni try line. So 15 on 14 here. Endavour Hills open side flanker Summer Malolo shown a yellow card after just 6 minutes for a lifting tackle. Saliva with the throw. Paila takes it into contact. Saliva goes to acting half. Finds Austin Farmasili, the big man. Trucks it up, gets the offload away. 30 metres out, strong over the ball is Melbourne Uni there. Lucky not to get a penalty. Saliva, half back, finds Taibai. Taibai crashing it up. Paila. Fa'amanu. Cuts through himself, Fa'amanu. Finds Saliva, Saliva gets the offload away. We're within 7 metres. And there's a turnover with Shawnee Morris. And Melbourne Uni there. Get out of jail. Passes it back into the pocket, and that wind is going to make sure that ball doesn't go out. The bounce is important here. Gets it into touch. And you can really see the strength of that breeze from that Mitchener kick. But beautiful line break there from the fullback Feamanu Valmu, which almost opened up the scoring for Endavour Hills. Slight knock on there from Uni, and an opportunity for a scrum here. 25 metres out, 15 metres in from touch for Hills. And the scrums looked quite decent already in this opening quarter from Hills. It is one of the strengths of their team, of course. A couple of professional and former professional players in that team. Saliva has moved to the front row and he'll be hooking now. Big Taivai will be licking his lips. Opposite Dewar. Ball at the back. Paila. Feamu. Knock on there in the midfield. Sorry, we've got a jersey out there which we don't have on the team sheet, so apologies there. We're missing one of the Hills players' names. We'll try to find that out for you if we can. But Melbourne Uni will now have the scrum midfield, 30 metres out from their own try line. And by the looks of it, they're setting up with a 4-2 split. So 4 backs on the left. Stowers takes the fullback. Samisi and the left wing on that left side. And on the right here, we've got Freddie Keel and Sean Morris, the 2 speedsters. So you'd be licking your lips if you're Freddie Keel and Sean Morris. You'd be wanting the ball to come to this near side here with the speed that those 2 players have got. But they go left instead through Stowers. Stowers takes it to the line. Beautiful feet there from Greg Samisi, the captain, and he takes it up. Bumps off 1, bumps off 2, gets the offload away. Nonna takes it into contact and is brushed away into touch. So it'll be a line out, 22 metres out. Endavour Hills throw here. And very easy metres made on the left-hand side of the scrum there from Melbourne Uni already. Very blustery conditions, as you can tell, which makes line-outs pretty difficult here today. So we've already seen a few line-outs which haven't gone straight. Saliva here. Experienced hooker. Will he call to the front? That's where they go. I fancy Alex Odell from Melbourne might have stolen that. And he has. McRae goes open side. Josovic finds Tuivai. McRae out the back to Stowers. To Samisi. Gets the offload away. McRae dives on it. Pick and go here from Dewar. And all the forwards pile in for Uni as they try to slow down play a little bit till McRae gets back on his feet, which he has done. Shot put on Shawnee Morris, but he bounces off easily enough.
Have a look up, Kirky.
McRae opts to play left down the short side through Keel. Some dirty ball at the base of the ruck there, and I fancy it might have been stolen by Hills, but the penalty's been awarded for slapping it down. So Uni will have an opportunity here to kick to touch and have a maul perhaps. And that's what Mitchener opts to do, the fullback dabbing it into touch with his left boot, and the forwards will walk to the 5 metre line with an opportunity here to maul it over if they so fancy. 5-0 the score to the Students. Sean Morris, the right wing, with the first try of the game in the 7th minute. The kick from almost in front unsuccessful. Such is the nature of the wind here today. And Will Cliff takes that line out well. They try to get the maul going. It's been passed to the back. The train's on its way to the station. And I fancy that is Dewar the prop who has crashed over. Try time, Melbourne.
80 minutes.
Will Clift with the line-out take. Very well constructed maul. And it looks like the big prop Dewar has crashed over. And how do you like that? Prop scoring on Ladies' Day. Won't he be happy? $10-0 to the Students. And Summer Malolo, the open side flanker for Hills, warming up on the sideline. Any moment now before he's allowed to return from the sin bin. Of course, it's always going to be hard to stop a maul when you're down one forward. And I fancy he'll be back on in time for the restart. The kick unsuccessful from Samisi. Scores remain at 10-0. Of course, your host G filling in today for Beefy. Big shout out to Beefy, who's in Brisbane on a well-deserved holiday this weekend. I believe he was up there watching the Rebels play the Reds last night as well. So cheerio to Beefy if you're out there watching. Stan Giles, my co-commentator, hopefully he'll be joining us shortly. We've just got some issues with the second microphone as Feimanu Veamu shapes to kick. And even though he's got the 15 on the back, I think he's been moved to fly half. And that kick's not going to find the distance. So Uni with an opportunity now to either have the line out or the scrum. Looks like there Samisi's consulting his forward pack here. And has decided on the scrum. They've moved it slightly off centre just so they can avoid that cricket pitch there, which means there's a little bit less room on the left-hand side. So as it stands, they have got fullbacks on the right, one on the left, and Mitchener, the fullback, is floating behind the scrum, hedging his bets whether he plays on the right or the left here. Scrum goes down. Referee will call a reset. 10-0, the score remains here out at Uni on Ladies' Day. Tries to the prop Dewar and winger Morris. Great scrum there from Endavour Hills, and I fancy they've won the penalty, as they have. And they finally get 8 men on the pitch. Summer Lolo back from the sin bin, and the 8-man shove gets its reward. Feimanu Valmu kicks the touch. Hopefully he's found touch this time. Beautiful kick. Oh, in 16. I'll worry about them when they come on.
Just tell the viewers, due to technical reasons,
line out, 20 metres out for Hills. Great opportunity to attack. It looks like Summers taking the line out opportunity. And Wilkinson taps down. Scrappy ball for them, but they come away with it nevertheless. Good fend off there by Valmu right. They go back down the right side through Big Taivai. There's an injured man in back play for Hills. Paella, open side. Looks for Saliva. Saliva on the short ball. Saliva cuts into the backfield. And he's found Tarsi. Tarsi is captain, but I fancy... Yep, they've got the penalty here advantage. So they'll look to truck it up. Use those big forwards of theirs. There's Austin Farmasili, one of them. And a slight knock on there, but the referee will come back for the penalty advantage. And when they get a roll on this big forward pack from Endavour Hills, they are very difficult to stop. Austin Farmasili, the captain, consults, sorry, not the captain, vice captain, consults the rest of the forward pack as they consider what option they're going to take. You'd fancy they'll go to the scrum. It's been very successful for them so far today. And they turn down the opportunity for 3. Why not? Club rugby, let's see some tries, hey? So perhaps a little far out for the pushover. What are we at, 10 metres here? Paella with the feed. Straight to the back. Farmasili holds it in, draws another penalty. And you fancy if they get 1 or 2 more here, they might be asking the referee for a yellow card. That's the 3rd scrum penalty given away today by Melbourne Uni. But they're opting to kick this into touch, possibly to back their maul here, you fancy. And Summer Malolo will be taking this throw from about 6 metres out. As Hills look to get on the board. It goes to Wilkinson. They set up the maul. They've kept it tight. Alex Odell from Uni trying to sack it. He's done so, maybe illegally perhaps, but the referee seems happy with it. And they've retained possession. Wilkinson, inside ball. Austin Farmasili. The George Gregan flick from Paella. What a thing of beauty that was. And Austin Farmasili gets the first score for Hills. 10-5. What's that? Want to have a chat? Well, we've got a few rebels on the bench here who are very keen to come and have a chat with us in just a moment. Rob Leota, who's that? Jordan Ulesi. Freddie Sanger. We'll see if we can grab him for a chat in a little bit. Just a reminder, Beefy's away this week, having a very well-deserved holiday up in Queensland, so I'll be your host for today. And we've had a few issues with the microphone, so co-commentator Stan Giles won't be joining us on the mic today, unfortunately, but hopefully that'll all be sorted for next week. As Feimanu Valmu misses, so scores will remain at 10-5. What a lovely pass there from Paella to put Farmasili in. And it all came off the back of a very dominant scrum from Endavour Hills. 10-5 the score remains in favour of Melbourne Uni. Melbourne Uni have got Ladies' Day, of course, today, so quite a good crowd who have braved the windy conditions to come out here and watch. As Captain Greg Samisi takes the restart. Awkward looking kick that was. Endavour Hills with the ball, 40 metres out from their own try line. Saliva goes to first receiver, gets the offload away to Farmasili. Paella. Feimanu gets the long kick away into the backfields, and the referee will blow it up for offside. So an opportunity here again for Hills to work the ball deep into Melbourne territory. And an opportunity to test out that maul again, you'd fancy. It's up his third attempt at goal today. He's going to go the Reece Hodge drop kick option. Unsuccessful. Scores remain at 15-10 in favour of Melbourne University. Well, both benches are rugged up. They've all got their blankets out, jackets, dressing gowns, it looks like, from the Melbourne Uni side of things. 11 degrees here, but with the wind chill, much, much colder. And this restart being taken by number 15, Feomanu Vaumau, who's actually playing at 10 today. And Leota gets Uni on the front foot. Ingles now. Taken high in a tackle and driven back. McRae goes down the short side. Finds big Leota. He gets it to Josevic. Josevic breaks into the backfield. He looks for his wing, Nonna, but the pass leaves a lot to be desired for. And Fabasili takes it quickly. Suddenly Endavour Hills look to counter-attack. And there he is, Hasila, making a little bit of a line break. Smart kick taken there by Paella. There's no one home for Uni, and the ball dribbles into touch. And he's shown a very smart right foot there a few times today, Paella. So Nonna, the left wing for Uni, will have to be awake to that, because if he's not back, Paella has shown a little bit of awareness there to turn Melbourne Uni around quite effectively with that little box kick. He has got. On the shadows of half-time now, Melbourne Uni with another line out inside their 22. Last time they were here, they went straight to Will Clift and didn't muck around. Stowers kicked it out straight away. This time it goes to big Alex Odell. Stowers finds his captain in the midfield. Stowers looking to run it through Will Clift. Gives Keel a hospital pass, and it's been intercepted. 2 metres out is Jordan Farmasili. Oh, and a slight knock on there. And there was their opportunity. Jordan Farmasili with the intercept after a wild pass thrown by Freddie Keel. And the scores could have been locked up at 15 apiece if he had managed to make that extra 5 metres to the try line. And as I say that, Jordan Farmasili's gone down. He's being attended to by the physios. I fancy he might have done an ankle here, but the referee has blown up time, as all the water boys come running out. So we'll have a slight break in play here. 15-10 the score is to the students here on Ladies' Day. And the Hills coach is looking to the bench, and they've only got 5 reserves here today, Hills, so let's hope they've got enough to keep contested scrums happening. The try scorers for Uni: Jua, the prop, Morris, the right wing, and Mitchener. And for Hills, 2 to their big man and number 8, Austin Farmasili. To the Melbourne Uni quarter. And Farmasili stands up. Jordan Farmasili, it looks like he's good to go on. So the scrum will be packed down 10 metres out from the students' own try line here.
It's like a reincarnation.
It's an interesting shape, suggesting that they might even run it here. Stowers flat, Shawnee Morris the right wing, instead of being on the right touchline, is tucked in behind Stowers. Mitchener out the back, and McRae passes it. And yep, they do in fact run. Shawnee Morris out the back, throws the cut out to Keel. Keel breaks into the backfield, finds Nonna his wing, and Nonna's just got the fullback to beat. Puts on the fancy feeds, gets the offload away. Keel can't collect it on the full and has knocked on. But that was very enterprising play there, and Melbourne Uni will go to the break 15-10 up at